And then in this very moment, a moment that shocked the wrestling world. I mean, Peter, your hair started growing out of your head when you saw R-Truth show back up in a WWE ring. Cody Rhodes and Crossroads. And this is also important, guys. Cody Rhodes just pinned the champion. Cody Rhodes just pinned the man that beat him at WrestleMania.
Mona, can you do me a channel? I mean a favor. Can you go on my channel and see if my stream is live? I think it is actually. Just making sure.
Let's not forget about the importance of momentum.
Oh, I am live. Great. Hey guys.
It's taking a minute.
Be talking. Oh, perfect. Thank you. Oh no, YouTube. Yeah, YouTube. Thank you so much. Okay, but I'm live. I'm just seeing the comments come in now.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey guys.
Sorry, Jay Uso was 0-4 against Gunther, but now Gunther, I think, sees the importance of this match. But I think Jay, going into Monday with this amount of momentum, is exactly what he needed.
So funny.
Michael Cole said it best. Wanted the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
In case anybody wants to see the back.
I still am sitting here just thinking to myself, did this just happen? We got truth.
We got him. You know,
That's
I'm
so
so
funny.
curious.
We got truth.
I'm so curious about the circumstances. Was it all a lie? Was he never? Did he come back? Like, what? Was there an offer made at the last minute? I don't know. But either way, he's here.
I called this man on Sunday. We had an emotional conversation. Peter's about to get hot right now, I feel, Biggie. He didn't tell me he was coming back. I had no idea.
But you know what I love too is we didn't see an R-Truth who was, you know, for a while he's very happy to be here. We saw an intense R-Truth. We saw an R-Truth who put it to John Cena. I'm excited to see what version of R-Truth we see moving forward.
It's been a crazy night, guys. I'm waiting for the press conference to start, but I don't want to talk super loudly because they are playing the video for the press conference right now. So in a bit, things will get started. So this will be a different kind of a live, but it was kind of a crazy night. So, you know, so we're just waiting for everything to start.
Let's talk about the men's Money in the Bank ladder match that took place. And let's go back to some of the action that happened throughout this matchup here tonight, too.
I don't know, we'll probably get started in like a couple or so minutes. Yes, CVV. It's a CVV spotting. So fun. Alex, how are you?
I'm good. How are you guys? What do you think of the winners? Naomi winning.
So happy.
So happy. The Divas are back.
Overall, predictable winners on the Money in the Bank, but it's what we predicted.
Fun matches though. Fun spots in the men's match too.
Yeah, for sure. Interesting stuff. I wonder who's gonna kick us off today with the press conference. I don't know who's gonna kick it off today. I can't wait till Triple H comes out because Triple H has I have like at least 5 zillion questions for Triple H right now. So we'll see what happens. Miktaru, thank you so much for the super chat. He says, hope you're having an amazing time there. Wonderful time there. And it was a crazy night for Money in the Bank. The women's match are the best. Women are money. That's a fact, yo. Women are money. Miktaru, thank you so much for your very kind super chat. Gonna make sure to give you a little heart there. I don't know how to pop it up on the screen in live stream. Oh, everyone got quiet.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello.
Good. Our truth is back.
A little light in the middle section there. What's going on? Sit in the fourth row. Okay, all right, we're scooting up. Don't be shy. We don't bite. So in just a few minutes, we'll have a couple guests here. We'll be joined by the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Paul Triple H Levesque, for your planning purposes. And we'll also be joined by the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Becky Lynch. This is your first time at our press conference. If you have a question for our guest, raise your hand, state your name, and the media outlet you're affiliated with. Cool? Any questions? Any concerns? Food requests?
Pretzels.
Oh, okay, now we got something. All right.
Pretzels.
Hang tight, guys. We should be a few minutes away from our first guest.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take pretzels.
Pretzels?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, Sheldon. Sheldon says truth is back. Everything is right in the world. Yeah, I can't wait to find out what's going on with that exactly. I'm not exactly too sure what's happening, guys. This is going to be an interesting time, especially once Triple H comes out. It'll be definitely interesting. John Taylor says you don't have to shout out this super chat since the press conference is going on. But hi, Alex. Love seeing you two guys tag teaming. Also, Denise, I heard your Angels trash talking. Guess what? You ain't wrong. I'm sorry, John. Thank you for the love, John.
Now he's got the wise man with him. This is
So
a
funny.
very unusual circumstance. And this was already
All right, so we're just waiting for the press conference to start, so a couple minutes.
And right in front of our very eyes,
But in the meantime, you guys get to see what you never see, which is what does it look like in the back.
We don't talk about often. is
Filling up.
A year ago, we saw a very beat up Seth Rollins at WrestleMania. Someone who clearly was not at 100%. I've seen this version of Seth that we've seen the last couple
It's so funny because it looked like you and Mona were gossiping right behind me.
But this Seth Rollins, I think, is back to a version of more athletic.
That was funny.
Sorry.
Just getting opinions. Just getting an opinion.
Just strategizing. Press conference strategies.
So funny.
Becky Lynch will be speaking at the podium along with Triple H throughout the countdown show, countdown show, the post show. I go back to the countdown show though, and I think about what we talked about with Lyra Valkyria, and we talked about with Becky Lynch. I made the comment that Becky Lynch has done everything in this industry except beat Lyra Valkyria. She did that here tonight.
Yeah.
That was for the Women's Intercontinental Championship match. And of course, there was a lot more on the line than just a championship, as we would get to throughout this match. But Becky Lynch brought her A game here tonight, Peter.
Well, yeah, if you look from the very beginning, the announcement's not even done from Alicia Taylor, and they're after it. Becky tries to make the move, Lyra gets the upper hand early on. But yeah, you can see there was no love lost Big E between these two.
Absolutely. We talked about Lyra being more focused, and we saw it tonight. She didn't wait to lock up with Becky. She brought the fight to her right away, and I thought she had one of her best performances we've seen on the main roster yet, sadly in a losing effort.
Unbelievable. Becky Lynch. This is such an important win for her, and guys, we'll get to it. But also, the display from Becky Lynch after the match. The way that she tried to embarrass Lyra Valkyria, humiliate her in front of the entire WWE Universe. Of course, it ended up backfiring. Sure. But it really shows you the mind state of this version of Becky Lynch.
And I think it goes back to what Big E was talking about, along with Wade Barrett and everybody else on the Countdown show, of how important this match was to Becky Lynch in her career. She had done everything. She had won the Royal Rumble. She had made it
They didn't say if John Cena's coming out today, by the way.
She also just added
They just said Becky Lynch and Triple H. They didn't mention anyone else, so I don't know if we're gonna see Naomi or Seth Rollins or Dominic, who all got wins here today.
Let's talk about this version
John
of Lyra
says, I'm
Valkyria.
impressed of how good the
This is the
internet
version
is
I
there.
was waiting for. She
Yeah,
had
Into a
upper
Dome
respect.
is
Yes, I
pretty
know
good.
her
Like,
freshman.
Into a
Yes, I
Dome
know
is
that she
pretty
gets a
sweet.
level of love
Especially
and
right now since
admiration
I'm in
for
the
Becky Lynch
actual
has done. In the end, Lyra
press
had
room.
had enough, and I love that we saw that from Lyra.
Yeah, but then again, when we talk about the man, when we talk about Becky Lynch, she adds more to that first ballot Hall of Fame resume. I mean, it speaks for itself.
It's silly. 7-time world champion.
Becky
2-time
is on
WWE
her way.
Women's tag team champion, Royal Rumble winner. It goes on and on. And she's talked about many times. All of you who are talking about her age and when is she going to pass the torch. She's got a lot more in the tank, as Mark Henry once said. She's got a lot.
I got a lot more
in that tank.
Thank you so much, Craig, for the super chat. Thank you.
It's a little bit chilly right now out here, but look at the WWE Universe that is out here right now. They don't want to go home. They want to keep this party going here in Los Angeles. But right now, we got to go to the press conference with Becky
All right, here we
Lynch
go.
standing by.
We now welcome to the press room the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, the man, Becky Lynch.
All rise. All rise for the new champion. All rise for the new champion. Thank you.
Sorry.
Disrespect, is it in the air? It's like last one, except instead of cordyceps, you just have disrespect. Everybody infected with disrespect, that's what I'm seeing. Any questions?
Okay, well, kick things off in the first row, left-hand side.
Hi, Mona Nawas at the One Mona. Congratulations on winning the Intercontinental Championship.
Thank you.
Can you tell me your thoughts on winning that, and was that your specific goal when you returned?
To win the Intercontinental Championship? Well, when I came back, I wanted to crush Liv for putting me out for a while, and I wanted to break all of her dreams. But then when Lyra made a loser out of me, then I wanted to win the title, and I wanted to make sure that everybody was reminded who the greatest of all time is, and it is me. And slap the disrespect out of her mouth. And tonight I got more disrespect. More disrespect. She wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for me. How many more times do I have to say she wouldn't have her fiance if it wasn't for me? Every piece of food she buys is because of me. And then tonight I see more disrespect. But now I do have the title. And all those opportunities that I was taking from everybody, they don't even know. They don't even know. Nobody's gonna get any more chances. Unless I say so.
Denise, Salcedo, Instinct Culture. Congratulations, Becky. I have a two-part question for you. The first is, when you took a little bit of a break from WWE, what was that time period like for you in terms of looking at the scope of your career, everything you had done, and what you wanted to accomplish next? And second part to that is Evolution 2 is on the horizon. I was wondering if you had any thoughts heading into that show. Thank you.
All right, the first part, amazing. Amazing, amazing. I got to do whatever I want. I got to be free from the judgment of all of the WWE universe, man, that are always throwing their opinions about me, always telling me that I'm this, telling me that I'm that. I am wonderful. I am wonderful, and I remembered, oh my goodness, I am wonderful. I am the greatest to ever do it. And I could look back at my career and I could say, wow, I did this. I changed the game. The whole industry is so much better because of me. And I forgot. Sometimes I would forget all of that because of all the negativity that was always coming my way. And instead, I got to enjoy my family life, my amazing family life, my perfect child, my very hot, handsome husband. And I got to film TV shows and film movies because I'm a star. And I didn't have to deal with all the noise in the WWE universe. It was me, always at me. Evolution 2, great, yeah, I'm going to be the champion.
Thank you.
First row.
Steve Fall from 10 Count Media, how are you? I wanted to say I respect you as a champion, of course.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You were the first person to stand up. I appreciate that. I saw you.
Thank you so much for seeing me. I appreciate that. No, tonight, Money in the Bank, huge moment.
I see everything.
You are the best. You are the GOAT, you said, right? The greatest of all time?
Yeah, of course. You can keep going.
You are the greatest, the bestest. That's Chelsea Green's thing. She might get mad at all of us for saying these things. But respect to you, of course. Anyways, moving on. Money in the Bank, are you afraid of being cashed in on now that we have a new Money in the Bank winner?
I'm not afraid of nothing. Not afraid of nothing. Oh, everybody wants to see Naomi get an opportunity now. Naomi walked out on me. Naomi walked out on me. She thinks she's gonna come for me. She's got another thing coming. And you know what's the most hurtful thing? Is that tonight, my child watched the show live in the audience, in the very front row for the first time. And you know who she wanted to see win that match? She wanted to see Naomi win that match. So I have a problem with that. And I have another problem with that because my baby was so happy when I came out. She was so happy. She knew her mama was going to do this. She knew her mama was going to take this home. She was so excited. She's really getting into wrestling. And she could take the cheap shots from Lyra. She could take me getting the cheap shots. She could take me getting a little beat up. She could take that. But what she could not take was the disrespect from the Los Angeles crowd. Everybody chanting, Becky sucks. She could not take that. That made my baby cry. She had to walk out of here. She didn't even see me win the championship. She didn't even see Lyra raise my hand. The disrespect. The disrespect.
Final question.
Hey, it's Adrian Hernandez of Unlikely. Becky, congratulations adding on to your legacy. Earlier you mentioned your hot husband who walked away with the Money in the Bank contract, and you're walking away with that Intercontinental Championship here in Hollywood. What's the celebration tonight going to look like?
Oh, we don't need to talk about that. You know what I'm saying? We're the greatest wrestling couple of all time. Of all time. Like, it's not even, there's not even a debate about it. Like, there will never be another couple, another family that is greater than the two of us. Everything that we've done. You can't, if you debate it, it's like me debating with, and I'm a genius, so I can't really come up with a person, but it's just stupid. We're the greatest of all time, so we will celebrate.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Becky, thank you so much, and enjoy the greatest celebration of all time on becoming the new Women's Intercontinental Champion.
Excuse me, the man in the cap back there, I see you. Get up, yep. Stay.
I saw your purse. Thank you, everyone. I don't know who's next. I think it may be Triple H. I'm not sure who's next.
Well, last did they say it's gonna be Triple H? So I think something's gonna happen.
Okay.
Because last time they said that R-Truth, remember John Cena came, interrupted him, and then R-Truth came passing onto her table.
Okay. Naomi's talking right now on the press conference.
You know, I want to piggyback on
that was
that
loud.
for a moment. What message do you have? Because we heard just a snippet of what you just told the WWE Universe behind us. What message do you have now to your doubters that you're Miss Money in the Bank?
Oh no, we can't hear it. I don't know, it's probably just us.
And a completely
there you go.
different attitude. And I think it's the one that I needed all along. The glow in the beginning of my career got me this far, but I definitely felt with this new revelation and evolution of women in this top tier talent, I had to become something else to get back to the top. And that's what I'm on this journey of doing and becoming now. And everybody who don't believe in me, who don't like it, got something to say, better proceed with freaking caution.
You mentioned the glow, you know, and being champion before. Like, you've been to the top before, Naomi. You've had a lot of runs. Did you think...
I wouldn't say a lot.
Well, different things that have happened, right? You became a big star on reality television. You became one of the most beloved. You got a title. The glow was... I remember the WrestleMania moment.
Team back?
Glow, team back.
Yeah, get some love, team back now.
I have done well.
You've done well for yourself. Did you think... Because right now you are poised to become champion again. Did you think this moment truly would happen again?
Absolutely. That's been my mission since I came and returned back at the Rumble. And that's just been my focus.
100% of the women that have held that briefcase
Clock it.
have successfully cashed it in and put gold around their waist. Becky Lynch, a few moments ago, had said she is not afraid of you with that briefcase. That was a question that was posed to her if she had you in the back of her mind now that there's gold around her waist. I want to see if you would like to take time right here to address the man and those comments.
Oh, this coming from the Baxter?
The Baxter indeed, yeah, that's right.
Oh, baby, you better sleep with one eye open and watch your back too, because nobody with gold in this division is safe.
So I was wondering, now that you are Miss Money in the Bank, does this mean that you are done with the whole Jade Cargill?
Absolutely not. When you got beef with me, we got beef forever.
Well, there you have strong words.
I agree with her.
Congratulations once again to Miss Money in the Bank. Naomi was victorious. We still got a lot more to come. on the post show here from Los Angeles.
We're still waiting to see what's next.
Rainbow Six Sieges. Get free access starting June 10th.
Well, I'm just putting it like on my phone. That's how I record. No, that's how I do it.
All right, I'm just waiting to see what's next. We're kind of just waiting around right now, so, and I don't want to be all loud so the whole world can hear me. Thank you so much to everybody who's tuning in, by the way, and is here watching this press conference here on my channel. This is the first time I've ever live streamed a press conference, so I was like, screw it, let's try to do something different. Niktaru, thank you so much for the super chat. Says DWO, DWO, DWO. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in super chats. I haven't had a chance to read them all, only because of the because they were talking during them, but I saw them, and thank you so much. Stay Postin says, no thank you, Denise gives us a better view. Get to see all of it, all of it. Blocky says, this is a massive W idea. Thank you so much. Espinosa says, how loud was the pop when Truth came back? Extremely loud. I posted my reaction on Instagram and on Facebook. Those are up right now. And it was just crazy. Like, I wasn't expecting R-Truth. And to be honest, like, I feel like there's still so much clarification that needs to be had when it comes to that. Like, what exactly happened, you know? So we'll see. I don't know what's happening. I have a bunch of questions for Triple H. Most of them have to do with AAA. So I'm going to be the girl asking those questions today. So keep an eye out for that. Hopefully I get a chance to. So we'll see. Alan says, how is it seeing Lola and Stephanie? Very nice. Oh, I got a Stephanie Becerra shirt. I bought it at Worlds Collide. Her shirts were basically sold out. Like, they only had one size left. John Taylor says, I'm only super chatting to try and make you corpse randomly, Reg, and be proud. Corey MacArthur says, happy Money in the Bank, great PLE, R-Truth. So wild. Like, what is even happening, guys? Like, with the R-Truth stuff? Like, I don't know. Like, was it a work? Was this him just like, did they renew his contract? Like, I don't know. Like, legit do not know. So anyways, there's lots of questions to be asked for Triple H, and they're still waiting for him to get in here. And so far, I think they only promoted Becky Lynch and Triple H. I don't know if any more people are going to be coming out for this, so we'll see. I don't know. We got Bailey Darley here who says, hey, I liked Money in the Bank. Naomi deserves the win, and I thought LA Knight would win. Love to hear R-Truth is back. Love the Dom IC title match. Yeah, also, LA Knight got a great reaction from the crowd, like a huge reaction. A lot of people got really good reactions today. Like, Intuit Dome captures the sound really nicely, but also I felt like the crowd was really hot throughout the entire show. My favorite entrance, though, for the entire night, just based off of how it looked at Intuit Dome, was definitely Alexa Bliss. I thought Alexa Bliss's entrance just looked so freaking good.
And we are at the Intuit Dome, Los Angeles.
Let's see if we're starting now.
The Money in the Bank post show is presented by Fireball Cinnamon Whiskey. Why should the good guys get all the shine when we all know that being bad is way more fun? So RKO your normal cocktail and be a little bad with an ice cold shot of Fireball Whiskey. Fireball, the official shot of WWE Bad Guys. You know, I want to continue to talk about that Intercontinental Championship match, because my question now is, for those that know Dominic Mysterio, we're here in Los Angeles. Where do they go celebrate here tonight?
That's a good question. The problem is, Vic, I am completely washed. I'm a 45-year-old man with a 4.5-month-old baby. I haven't been to a club. I don't know, Shelter? That's where I was going when I was partying in LA 15 years ago. And don't even ask me.
Don't ask me.
This man hasn't made it to a bar or a club in at least a decade.
Yeah, it's been quite some time. I am the wrong one to ask.
Well, when it comes to Dominic Mysterio, regardless, we all know what he has said about his father. We all know about the background the last year or so. Why did he feel the need to cause chaos earlier today at Worlds Collide?
Look, that's who he is.
That's who
that
he
is who he
is.
is.
You guys
at core.
almost answered the same time with the same thought.
We know he's a troll. The man is a troll. He loves it. He lives for it.
He can't help himself. Look, we got some scuttlebutt back here.
No, we
Scuttlebutt.
We got someone here very soon. But look, that is exactly who Dom is. He can't help himself. I think one day it'll get him in trouble. Today, unfortunately, was not that day.
All right, now we do have a lot going on here at the Money in the Bank post show. Let's go to Kathy Kelly.
Yeah, thanks so much, Vic. I want to talk about that main event because ever since John Cena came back and announced that he wanted to ruin pro wrestling, we have needed a hero. And tonight, we got just that. It has been a long 7 days since R-Truth announced on June 1st that he was no longer a part of WWE, since we thought we would never see him in a WWE ring again. But the response from the fans was immediate, and it was overwhelming. Bring him home. Tonight, R-Truth's return was not just a surprise, it was a reminder of why we all love this. I don't know why I'm getting emotional, but I just want to say, and I speak for the entire WWE universe, I am so happy to see my favorite part of every WWE show back. So, welcome back, Truth.
Aww. That's so sweet.
Well, we said there was a scuttlebutt.
From celebrating the return of R-Truth to our fans being greeted by Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso.
Well, you gotta a little bit more. The American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
You're good.
And the World Heavyweight Champion Jey Uso! Guys, I gotta ask Jay, you're not at 100%. I want to talk to you about that here in a moment, but I just gotta ask both of you initial thoughts now that the dust has settled. R-Truth returning during that main event matchup.
We want truth. We want truth.
You got truth.
You got
truth. Right. We got truth now. Cody, let's go to you, man.
I will say, he asked the big question out of the gate. The truth is, you guys wanted truth. And it's always our job. Everybody up here, everybody over here, Triple H, Nick Khan, it's always our job to give you what you want. So thank you guys for letting us know. Thank you guys.
Jay, I'm gonna come to you real quick because we can see you're not at 100%. We see you're a little banged up. Obviously, the barbaric matchup you just had moments ago. In 48 hours, you have to face Gunther for the championship holding over your shoulder. Have you looked towards that yet? Are you still trying to stay in the moment here tonight? Where is your mind at before you head to Phoenix, Arizona?
Yeet. Nah, Vic, I climb one hill at a time, Moose. You know? I got a big hill in front of me, Phoenix, Arizona. Not 100%, but it's all good, Moose. Champs fight. I'm trying to be that. I'm trying to hold the pedestal up like my dog Cody Rhodes did, and the greats before me, Moose. So, one hill at a time, Moose. But no, I ain't thought about it. I'ma just get with it. I know Jay is we're saying he's banged up, but let's not forget this is Jey Uso who won the Royal Rumble, who beat John Cena.
True.
Gunther Monday don't stand a chance against the World Heavyweight Champion.
Cody, let me go to you. The last time we saw you, to say you had a bad taste in your mouth, and honestly to say a lot of fans had a bad taste in their mouth, would be an understatement with what happened at WrestleMania. How much did it mean to you to get to redeem yourself and pin John Cena here tonight. What does that mean for Cody Rhodes?
LA, thank you very much. I had someone earlier tell me, and it meant a lot to me. They said, you know, you're swimming upstream because here you are, and you're the foil for John Cena, and it's John Cena's final run, which we all wanted to see, and he's broke the record, and what a position that is for me to be in. It's almost a lose-lose, but the truth is, that's the position I was born to be in. That's the position that I want to be in. And I'm not gonna get into the talk about rematches or what's next. I simply don't want to make tonight about myself. This was a wonderful moment that I got to share with my brother Jey Uso, and we got R-Truth back, and I'm just happy about that. Thank you.
You know, on that topic, how nice was it, Cody, to be back? How nice was it, Cody, to be back in the ring teaming with your former tag team partner who you had championship success with?
Well, you asked how nice it was for me to be back with the Yeet Man. I got a confession, right? Everybody get this camera on me. I got a confession to make. We did a press conference a long time ago.
Oh, we remember it. We remember it better than you do.
Listen, I gotta own up to it. We were drunk.
You don't say.
And we have the best
You
time
don't say.
of our lives.
Well, drinking on the job.
What about to you, Jay? Jay, what does it mean to you in this moment, which has been such a historic run for you, to get to share it with a future legend, Hall of Famer like Cody Rhodes?
Not a future legend, a vote legend.
He's my brother from another mother, man. It's like the tag like we never left, Deuce. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. Code D, you know what I'm saying? Hey, we need a dope tag team name though, for real though. So y'all hit us up in the comments, man. Let us know. Yes.
I do have a question though, Cody. Did whatever you partook in have 3 beans? Did it have 3 beans?
Maybe. Maybe it did. Wait.
Cody Uso.
That's got a ring to it. Los Angeles has been nothing short of amazing.
I'm gonna tell you guys something that you know, if you've ever, or you might have heard it in an interview at some point, but something about Jay and I that not many people know. Years ago, we used to tag against each other. He was with his brother, I was with my brother. And one night there was only a crowd of about 700 people. We were in Innsbruck, Austria. And we came up with this thing, FSA, because somebody said, I don't know, there's only 700 people out there. Maybe we don't go crazy. You know what Jey Uso said, and I will never forget it to this day. We still joke about it. He said, hell no, they paid their money full speed ahead, dog.
Well, on behalf of Los Angeles and the WWE Universe, Cody, Jay, congratulations on your victory. Thanks for joining us here on the post show. And here comes the game, Triple H.
We now welcome to the press conference room the Chief Content Officer of WWE, Paul Triple H Levesque.
Thank you guys all for being here. Really appreciate your support as always towards what we're doing, towards the brand. LA has always been a special place, I think, for so many entertainment groups, but especially for WWE. The history here of professional wrestling, what we do. Every time I'm here, I think of Freddie Blassie. It goes so far back, and today is no different. So in this building, in the Inwood Dome. The partnership here is so great. This building is so incredible. The technology that is here, the fan base that will come to these events, all of it. It's a special place. Love this building, love the people here. Forum across the street, just made for an amazing day. And I just want to thank the people here for our partnership at the Inwood Dome and at the Kia Forum, both for me anyways, at least what was a very special day, I think, for our talent as well. The partnership or the new acquisition of AAA with us that is in process, Worlds Collide today in partnership with AAA, was an incredible event. I only got to stay for part of it because I had to come over here. I will watch the rest later. But I was incredibly impressed with the talent, with the team from AAA, how our team worked with them, and the event that we were able to put on. I think a lot of people are going to be very excited and very happy with what we present with AAA. I think, as Conan mentioned today, we're not looking to turn it into something different. We're not looking to change it. We're looking for authentic lucha libre. We're looking for what has been sort of so deeply ingrained in the culture in Mexico and around the world. We want to continue that. We want to grow it. We want to allow those talent, the incredible talent that are there, to have an even bigger platform that they've ever had, and use the power of WWE production and everything else and the strength of the brand to put behind it and let it become something, I think something that was envisioned when Triple H first started to go outside of the box to create something different and something new. We want to amplify that. I think it's what WWE did in the very beginning, and I think it's to the core of what we do, so we will amplify that. And talking to the talent today and seeing their excitement, this is going to be a fun adventure for all of them and for everybody, and the people that will win the most are fans. I thought the talent there were incredible today. I love walking into a building like that with talent that are seeing a sort of a shift of what they're going to be able to do in front of the world, and just seeing this opportunity there. They were all so excited and so fired up and just looking to sort of put their stamp on the rest of the world. And I think it was just the beginning. We're just dipping our toe in the water right now where this will go. And it's gonna be awesome. Also, I never knew iguanas were so much fun. So I think that will be an amazing thing. I think kids are gonna want iguanas everywhere. Tonight, we broke a lot of records, and I know I say that a lot when we do these things, but the last record for all-time arena gate was set here at the Inwood Dome when we were here on January 6th, and we beat that tonight. So that had held up until tonight. We passed that tonight, 5 months later. So an attendance of 17,374 live crazy fans that were here tonight. Put that added into the 10,000 or so that were across the street a little earlier today. It was a hell of a day. So I'm very excited. Also set merch records. Look like, from the numbers that I just saw walking in here, the viewership numbers across both Peacock and Netflix were up as well. And as I'm sure all of you have seen, and we'll have more, I just don't have all the detail on it, but AAA did incredibly well earlier today as well across YouTube. So very excited for the whole thing and for the day. I thought tonight was awesome. I just, talent killed it. Some talent that were, had to pull double duty today. Talent that we're not used to seeing. Octagon Jr., working twice, Stephanie McCare working 3 times in the last 24 hours, I think, and them just loving it. You know, it takes me back to a time at that point in my career where I was, you know, you're trying to make a name for yourself and get going, and you'll do this 10 times a day if they'll let you, and that's what the feeling was like. You know, and I thought earlier today, Chad Gable had an amazing outing with Vikingo. I thought, you know, first of all, I'll just say everybody that was there, and I already said that, but AAA just wowed me this morning. Chad Gable had an amazing main event. Luckily for him, he didn't qualify for Money in the Bank, but Americano did pretty well, I thought, in that too. So the good thing coming out of tonight is women had a spectacular match, men had a spectacular match. Becky and Lyra was incredible. Dom and Octagon put him on a platform, you know. I don't know if everybody in this room will get it, but when a talent comes back for the ring with tears in their eyes crying, thanking you for the opportunity, it's a humbling experience. You know, for him, this was a dream, and it's just so cool to be able to give them that platform and then say, go out and work your magic, man. And he did it tonight, and it was spectacular. And then, you know, Cody, Jay, Cena, Logan Paul continues to just wow me. Just a spectacular athlete, spectacular performer that, you know, people just, he's not afraid to get heat, and he's not afraid to make you think who he is what you see, and it's awesome. I love it. And John continuing on his farewell tour, and it's funny, I've known John for so long. Watching him in this process right now, and just how much he's enjoying it, and how much fun he's having doing this, and I don't know, for me, it's about everybody's enjoyment, but it's about John's. He has earned the right to do this exactly the way he wants it to do. And he's having the most fun I think I've ever seen him have. So I'm incredibly happy for him. And then I'm sure everybody might want to ask about R-Truth. So I will leave it to you. I'm gonna hit the questions. First thing before that, just want to mention this Monday, Phoenix, Jay and Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship coming off of this tonight. That will be amazing, and given the fact that we now have Money in the Bank holders, let's see where that all goes. Saturday, June 28th, Night of Champions. From Riyadh, we'll be heading to Atlanta for a huge weekend, July 12th, 13th, Great American Bash. Saturday night's main event and Evolution 2. Really looking forward to that. August 2 and 3, first ever 2-night SummerSlam from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey. So it's going to be a busy summer. It's been a busy spring. I feel like it's been a busy first half of the year. We've been doing a lot of events, doing record business. I want to say tonight was the 28th or 29th sellout in the last 6 months. So things continue to be on the up. Excited for it, and then I'm sure, as everybody heard today, WrestleMania 42, going into Las Vegas, when you have a record-shattering biggest WrestleMania of all time in Vegas, it's great to be able to say we're going back to the entertainment capital of the world, and we look forward to breaking this year's records there. So exciting time, and I'll open it up to you.
First question, front row.
Oh,
hey man, what's going on, Brash? How are you? Long time no see.
Good to see you. This region specifically, Southern California, Vegas, it'll be the home of the World Cup, the Olympics, Super Bowls, all that. You guys have really planted a flag here. This event, Survivor Series, going back for Mania. What is the significance of the WWE saying we're going to plant our flag here?
Part of me would look and say, is there any place in the world we haven't planted a flag, right? We tend to do that, and the fan base is incredible. I mean, even just when you look at the push internationally in a few months, I mentioned all the way up to SummerSlam, but after that we'll be in Paris. Right after that we'll be in Perth. You know, we're truly a global brand that does massive events all around the world. But LA, you know, there's places that are different. New York, LA, right? LA is just one of those places where big, large-scale events do incredibly well. And there's a fan base here that is second to none. They're loud, they love it, they come in droves. And you saw it here tonight. You saw it this morning at Worlds Collide. You saw it January 6th. You know, you're gonna see it again. So I think it's not so much saying we're planting our flag here, but we're establishing a pattern in the largest markets around the world where not only do we want to be there because the fan base is there and they love it, but those locations want us there. So they are coming to us and they are saying, what can we do to get big events here? What can we do to get a WrestleMania? What can we do to get a Rumble? What can we do to get a SummerSlam? How can we be in business with you? And that's going across the board from Saturday night's main events to everything else in between. That's a place where we want to be. And we want to partner with the best locations and the best cities and the best buildings. And we want to put on spectacles like we did here tonight and make it as worthwhile for the fans as it is for the city, as it is for their economy, and as it is for us.
Oh, right here. I'm so sorry.
You've ruined his whole thing.
I know.
Yeah, it's
horrible.
It's all crooked and everything.
Jordan Mendoza at USA Today.
Hey, Jordan.
You mentioned the R-Truth this week has been crazy with fans. I'm sure you heard everything. I saw everything else being said about
I didn't notice.
Oh, well, in case you didn't know. I wanted to know exactly, was he actually released or leaving the company? And if so, how much did fans play a role in it? Or was there something else that made you guys decide, like, you know what, we want this guy still here?
I love the question. You enjoying the show? All part of the show, man.
Second row, right side.
Hey, it's Adrian Hernandez of Unlikely, based in Las Vegas. I think I can speak for the city in saying thank you for making the decision to bring WrestleMania back to Las Vegas.
Well, thank you guys for the response the first time. That's why we're coming back.
100%. Well, that leads to my question. What was the number one deciding factor in making the pivot to return to Vegas for back-to-back Manias?
And hard for me to say what the number one decision was, but I think just the event itself and, you know, Vegas, the entertainment capital, right? Like, and to be able to go back in there, it's built for stuff like what we do. And to be able to go there a second time, the things that we learned this time, and how we handled the week there and everything else, this one will be even better. So it's a great opportunity for us to go in there in a place that, you know, people loved going to last year, will love going to again. You know, and we love New Orleans and we love our partnership with them. We were able to grow that partnership with them along through this process as well. So I think it's a win for everybody.
Thank you.
Next question, front row.
Emily May with Sportskeeda Wrestling. So you mentioned we have a much anticipated premium live event that lots of fans have been demanding over the years, and that is Evolution 2. So I'd like to know, from a leadership perspective, what decision were you able to make sure that that could come back? And then creatively, how are you going to work with the incredible roster that you have to build this premium live event to make it even bigger and better than ever?
So thank you for the question on that. I've wanted to do Evolution 2 since Evolution 1, right? Probably before we even did it, I was already like trying to figure out how to do Evolution 2. For a lot of different reasons. The timing wasn't right, but now it is. I'm thrilled to be able to do it again. And the truth is, as amazing as the women in our business were then, it's grown exponentially, right? the biggest trick we'll have is how do we build that card out and have that many women and try to fit as many people into that card, because everybody's going to want to be a part of it, and we want to make sure that everybody gets to do something there. So that will be the trickiest part. What's awesome for us is the demand for it, right? I think that across the fan base, people have been asking for it, and I think the opportunity for us to give it to them now, and I know I mentioned Octagon in his response earlier, like when we keep things quiet a lot, right? When talent first start to catch wind of like, we're doing Evolution again, and you see that gleam in their eye and their excitement about it, it's awesome, because they're just chomping at the bit to get there and figure out what that is and what it's going to be, and they're looking to kill it and make a statement. So, it's a lot of these women watched the first that are here now. They just watched the first one, and for them, while they thought about being on Raw and SmackDown, and while they dreamed about being at WrestleMania and all those things, I'm sure for a lot of those women, they were like, man, if they ever did another one of those, that would be incredible. And here we are. So I can't wait to just build that platform and then watch them crush it, because it's what they do every time.
Final question.
Hi, Noah Reardon from Billboard Magazine.
Hi, Noah.
You mentioned it's a busy summer. So with Cardi B hosting SummerSlam, what can we expect from that event specifically? And could we see her in the ring, potentially?
Well, let me answer the second part of it first. So, can you see her? I don't know if anybody can control Cardi B. Let me just start with that. So, if she wants to, I think it's going to be hard to talk her out of it. And then, what can we expect? Who the hell knows? The one thing I know about Cardi is whatever she's going to do is what she's going to do, and you're sort of kind of just hanging onto the tiger's tail a little bit there. So she's a lot of fun to work with, has been so far with this. She's excited to do it. I think, as everybody knows, she's a big fan and has talked a lot about the business over the years and all that stuff, and comments on it a lot. So when you work with people like that, it's exciting. We'll see where that goes, but we're thrilled to be working with her. There's a lot of artists out there across so many different things now that are just, they're fans and looking to come in and do things with us, and we'll vet through them and try to figure out what the ones that can do the most and be a positive for our fan base and just help to expand the product out beyond the realm of just wrestling fans and get the rest of the world into what we're doing. And there's a lot of, I'm just, as my mind is spinning as I'm saying it, but there's a lot of exciting things that will be coming up, I believe, over the next year or two, from a lot of different sources, many of which you wouldn't expect us to maybe go down that road, that will be additive to the business. So I think it's a really cool time where things are clicking and the world is watching and they're excited about what we're doing, and you see it across the numbers of everything we're doing. So exciting time, and I just keep watching, because with people like Cardi, you never know. Okay. Thank you very much. I appreciate the time. Thank you.
I tried. Can't believe nobody asked about AAA.
Thank you, guys.
Insane. All right, guys. That's a wrap. Bye, everyone.